I'm ready for a thumping. What it do, ski? It's your boy Fail34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to Doctor Who. This one is City of Death, Part 4 of the reaction. Sorry, like I said earlier, I was gonna just do 2, 3, and 4, but 2 and 3 were the most I could get on my computer before I ran out of space, just to be safe, so I stopped it. And now continuing with Part 4, so let's just dive right into it where it left off. Yeet. The Doctor's on the hunt.
What are you doing with my work? Professor, I shall show you. Would you care to examine the field generator?
A man turned into a skelly. I'm surprised he didn't punch out the guy.
You inhuman! Quite so. When I compare my race to yours, human, I take the word inhuman as a great compliment. Oh, do be quiet.
Count, you must have realized by now that I'm not from this planet. All right. What are you trying to do?
You agree to cooperate, then?
Just tell me what you're trying to do and I'll see.
Now, my problem is very simple. 400 million years ago, the spaceship which I was piloting exploded while I was trying to take off from the surface of this planet.
And he splintered into 7 ways.
And split into 12 different parts, which lead, or have led, independent but connected lives in times in this planet's history. Not a very satisfactory mode of existence. I want to go back to where my spaceship was, and stop my original self from pressing the button.
Also, Game of Thrones fans, does he look familiar? One of y'all let me know that the other day.
You were hoping to do that with this lot?
Throughout history, to push forward this miserably primitive race, so that even this low level of technology could be available to me now.
But this
The next level
won't
of
work.
narcissism, or
Put yourself in that bubble,
self-love.
and you would either regress back to being a baby again or go forward to old age.
I had worked out a way, but it would have taken rather too long.
Silent type, eh? I once knew a boy like you. Never said a word. Very taciturn. No point in talking if you've got nothing to say. Did well in the end, though. Name of Shakespeare. Ever read any Shakespeare? Countess?
A little.
oh wow, Secret
Annette.
Diaries.
First draft.
I'm more of a Macbeth boy myself,
It's been missing for centuries.
It's quite genuine, I assure you. Shakespeare's.
No, mine. He sprained his wrist writing sonnets. Or to take arms against a sea of troubles. Take arms against a sea of troubles. That's a mix. I told him that was a mixed metaphor, and he would insist. You're rather less than you imagine.
She hasn't the slightest clue that he's secretly out of this world.
Excellency, don't tell me.
He actually kind of got like a
Doctor's
Bond
here.
look to him, like a Bond villain.
Oh, yes, sir. So I've only just been told by the maid.
And she's obviously scheming. There's no way she's gonna.
How long have you been married to the Count?
Long enough.
Oh, long, and I like that. Discretion and charm. So civilized. So terribly unhelpful.
Discretion and charm. I couldn't live without it.
There's also such a thing as willful blindness.
Blind? I help him to steal the Mona Lisa, the greatest crime in the century, and you call me blind?
Yes! See, the Count is a master criminal, an art dealer, an insanely wealthy man. And you'd like to see yourself as his consort. But what's he doing in the cellar?
Tinkering. Every man must have his hobby.
Man? Are you sure of that? To help him make a machine to reunite him with his people, the Jaggeroth?
Maybe she didn't even give a shit.
And you didn't notice anything. How discreet, how charming.
Doctor, the Count is very anxious to see you in the cellar.
Think about it, Countess.
Oh my god. And also, you think the guy's arm's tired? Like, he's been holding it there for quite a while. He's got to get, like, carpal tunnel or something. His muscles must be sore. Okay, I don't think she knows the look on her face, so she's probably going to be the one to switch up the fate. Unless there's, like, a double whammy and she's an alien, too.
Could you spare me a moment of your time?
I love how he has all these guns pointed at him and he's so carefree.
How are you? I see the Count wrote you in as a lab assistant. What are you making for him? A model railway? Gallifrey and egg timer? I hope you're not making a time machine. I should be very angry. If you're thinking of going back in time, You'd better forget it.
Now, why do you say that?
Well, because I'm going to stop you.
Oh, no, on the contrary, Doctor. You're going to help me.
I am.
You are indeed. And if you do not, it will be so much the worse for you, for this young lady, and for thousands of other people I could mention if I happened to have the Paris telephone directory on my person.
Count, that sort of blackmail won't work, because I know what the consequences would be if you get what you wanted. I can't let you fool about with time.
What else do you ever do? Your friend has done her work very well indeed.
Count, do you realize what will happen if you try to go back to the time before history began?
Yes, I do. And I don't care one jot.
Well,
Herman, sir, lock them in the cellar. They
he's
shall stay
asking
long
for it.
enough
He said
to
he
watch
doesn't
my
care.
departure.
Probably
After
eat the,
that, kill
the
them in whatever
repercussions,
way
fam.
takes your fancy. And say my
Also, what is that
farewells
on
to
his
the
shoulder? I
Countess.
can't really tell. It looks like... Is it just a piece of art or something? I don't know. I hope we get a shot of all of his 12 selves lined up
My dear.
before he goes back in time.
Close the door. What are you?
Your
I
husband.
beg your pardon?
What have I been living with all these years?
If I may answer those questions in reverse order, what I want is a drink. Will you have one?
Stay away!
Is she gonna bop him?
I am Scarrow, last of the Jaggeroth, an infinitely old race, and an infinitely superior one.
Yikes.
I shall show you what you want to know, my dear.
Is it a shoot on sight?
I am Scarrow. Through me, my people will live again.
I'm glad to see you are still wearing a bracelet I designed for you, my dear.
She got. He really does look like Hangula, though, a little bit.
My dear, I'm sorry you have died.
So that's why he had to go back in time. He had to reverse history in order to save the Jaggeroth race. And I've made that possible.
Yes. Without the stabilizer, he only had the time bubble. It would shift the whole world back in time 400 million years.
But without the
Boom.
stabilizer, he couldn't have been there himself to save his ship. Yeah, but how would he get the power? It would be fantastic.
What do you think we've been chasing about for all this time?
The Mona Lisas.
Yes.
When I made that component, I rigged it so it could only go back in time for 2 minutes.
Boom.
After that, he'd be catapulted back to his own time here. Now, he couldn't do any harm.
1 minute would be sufficient for him to go back in time, contact his ship, and prevent it exploding. He wouldn't then be splintered in time, and all history would be changed.
We must do something to stop him.
Duggan.
Right. Stand back again.
I'm ready for a thumping. Yeah, I really like Duggan. Oh, zoom ins.
You now see me as I truly am.
Very pretty.
And you will see the culmination of my life's work. I shall return to my spaceship the moment before it exploded and stop myself from pressing the button.
I'm not gonna lie,
You will not
he's
be
moving
able
with
to
the most
read
confidence.
settings on the
So,
dial, Doctor. They
good
will
luck.
explode as soon as activated. Goodbye, Doctor.
it was like, all right, bye everyone. It was nice having fun. See you later. Bye.
Let's get rid of that then. I need a drink.
The time or place coordinates, Doctor.
That's up there with the bottle, to be honest. See, I would love for like a, maybe not exactly him, but like a character like him to be new here. I think he'd be really fun. Ooh. Some of the most,
interested in history?
this is some of the most riveting Who. Right here. Can the Doctor hail a cab?
It's function.
And since it has no call to be here, the art lies in the fact that it is here.
Wow.
Exquisite.
Exquisite.
Absolutely exquisite.
Mint.
Where are we?
This will be the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
We're standing on land.
He's out of his depth.
Duggan, we are where I promised we'd be. The universe won't miss them.
All right, his last stand. Was he successful?
spaceship.
Wow.
I come from that soup.
Yes. Well, not that soup exactly. It's inert. There's no life in it yet. It's waiting on a massive dose of radiation. Explosion that's caused Scarleone to splinter in time. Also caused the birth of the human race. And that's what's about to happen. The birth of life itself.
Here, while we watch.
That's canon?
If we were watching, we'd be in dead trouble. We've got to stop Scaroth.
Scaroth.
Yes, that's his real name. If we don't stop him, the entire human race will cease to exist instantly.
Word?
Stop, my brothers! In the names of the lives of all of us, stop!
Scaroth, you've got to stop him.
Keep out of my way. I must get to the ship.
No, Scaroth, you can't. The explosion that you in there are about to trigger off will give birth to the human race. The moment your race kills itself, another is born. That has happened. It will happen.
What do I care for the human race? Scum! The tools of my salvation!
History cannot change.
It cannot! I will change it!
My boy Duggan.
Duggan! Duggan there was possibly the most important punch in history. His time's up. He's gone back to the chateau.
Let's get back to the TARDIS.
I'm dead. Duggan saved the human race with one fist. He is the true One Punch Man. Duggan Saitama, that's his official name now. It was actually pretty cool. I didn't see that coming. Relationship gone. Soul purpose in life gone. His whole squad switched up on him.
There's the wall.
It was the only one that wasn't damaged in the fire.
Doesn't matter what it looks like.
Doesn't it? Well, some people would say that's the whole point of painting.
But they'll find out. They'll x-ray it.
Serves them right. They have to x-ray it to find out whether it's good or not. We might as well have painting by computer.
Like we have at home.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Nor do I.
Goodbye.
Oh, is that it? The last of Duggan? Was he just... Oh, yeah. Man, just a one and done.
And that's one picture he'll never forget.
Bye-bye, Duggan!
And that was Doctor Who City of Death. That was my final reaction to the entire four-parter, y'all. This is what I'll say. Definitely it feels a little aged to me, but that aside, I still enjoyed it. After the first part especially, it started to pick up in terms of the story. There were some interesting elements, like with the Jaggeroth and him being the last of his kind. And that really impressed me was Dr. Four. Obviously, this is only one story, one example of him, but he seems very witty, and his one-liners are just so great, and the acting by Tom Baker. I like the nuance he brings to his doctor. It's really fun and playful, but it's also serious. He also comes off very, serious. So I also like Romana as well. I think she's a pretty cool companion, a time lady too, something that I haven't seen personally. So I thought that was pretty interesting to see her be equal with the Doctor in terms of being able to do all this time travel shenanigans. So that was cool as well. And solid villain, going back in time to save his race, and the idea of there being splintered, and then going back to see Leonardo and then the Mona Lisa. Just a rather unique idea that I didn't really see coming, and the twist at the end that he was the cause of the human race. Is that canon? Like that is how the human race started now. So at least in the Whovian universe. So I thought that was pretty cool, and it takes some time, and it's a different style. It's definitely different than New Who in terms of the pacing and the way that it's written. I don't knock it too much, I definitely don't think it's like the most there's not like a lot of crazy moments to react to, but there was also a lot of just things that I personally found enjoyable and funny to watch with it. The laughs about and stuff. So I think that was another cool history lesson in the Doctor Who books, in my opinion, y'all. But what did you think about this one, City of Death? Personally, not one of my up there with Who stories of all time, but it was I thought it was a nice little flashback. Y'all, what did you think about this one? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this one, then be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, guys, y'all, if you're watching this early and in advance in the full thing, that means you might be one of my patrons, and I want to give a massive shout out to every single one of you. In case you're interested in joining, then definitely check out patreon.com/Feral34 in the description down below. Anyway, though, with that being said, y'all, we're going to be moving back to the regular story for Doctor Who for Season 6, Episode 10. That'll be tomorrow. I have class and a quiz right now that I should be getting to, so I will see you all tomorrow. Peace. Oh, also, guys, the next Classic Who will probably be not for a while, but leave your suggestions in the comment section down below.